Well, hello, welcome everybody to tonight's race from the FNL1 eSports Formula 1 Championship. My name is Josh here on Demo 1 Garage. You can find us live on YouTube, Twitch and Facebook every single time. Thank you for joining us, and we are just catching the end of this qualifying one session, only 10 seconds to go. We will lose 3 drivers before the end of this one. We've got 18 on the grid. And it looks like Marshall, Breedin and Hammock are set to drop. There it is. The checkered flag is out. CME just got through. And it's unlikely he'll be dropped down. Breedin is out. BP topped that session there with a 1:44.361. Good going from him. Had a good run in the Formula 2s last night. If you didn't watch that, make sure you go check it out after tonight's race. It was also at Spa, and it was one hell of a race. Two races, the feature race and the sprint, and things got a little bit wet at the end of one, which mixed things up quite a lot. So this is how the championship sits overall. Hawks has the top spot. He got the top spot as well during the Hungarian Grand Prix, and he's on 127 points. Zenrazo, the 3-time defending champion, on 97. He's currently second. And BP with 62 equal there with Yayo in the other Mercedes. So very interesting. Remember, they get an extra point. Anyone can get the extra point for the fastest lap tonight. So keep an eye out on that one. And Belgium, what a race to have tonight. Constructors, it looks like this. Mercedes on top with 159, only beating out Renault by 7 points. Toro Rosso aren't too far behind, and Alpha's doing a strong effort. Ferrari, not so, but they do have a new driver tonight, as Nasty is officially retired, and now Angry is up there in that top spot.
Yeah, wow, shit, righto. Well, you did well. Top 15, nice work. Cheers,
what happened to bots?
So gutted.
No, I crashed out.
So gutted. I had the car performance. The car was there, and just binned it on that on my last lap.
Just looking for the car performance there, but he says he didn't have it. Angry.
That's a little bit upsetting.
Would want to do a little bit better than 14th come Q2. All right, here it is. Yeah. Qualifying 2.
What a nice view of my crew just standing there at the car. Alright, well, let's watch the stream. Hopefully it doesn't kick me.
Here we go. Time has started. And we can see cars filing out as everything looks to heat up. Yayo out as well, the first of the Mercedes drivers to hit the track. Now let's have a look at the tyres fitted. Soft for CME, medium for Hawks, Kiwi and Little Black there. Hard for Mike, so interesting strat. And don't forget the tyre that they qualify, the fastest lap on here in Q2, if they make it, they will be starting the race on. So who's set to go? There comes Kiwi out of the blocks. That's all good, mate. Can probably fix that up. It's because you got knocked out in Q3. I totally forgot that the people that are watching, I will hear them. Anyway, you can just watch your sound levels there, and I'll fix that later. Anyway, let's have a look with the Kiwi coming down to turn 10, up to no name. Look at the camber there. It wants to roll the car out to the outside. So that's one that the drivers need to pay particular attention to. And Puon, this is where a lot of time can be made up in the Sector 2. Let's see where he turns in. Should be able to keep it flat. He's had to lift. But yeah, if you can't, if you are, ruin your turn in and your ultimate speed before you hit campus here, 13-14, will be compromised. Meaning you will lose a lot of time in the qualifying lap. So 12 minutes to go. It's a long lap. Kiwi's just getting all things warmed up, getting ready, getting those brakes nice and hot. Let's see what he can't achieve on his first quick lap. Hawks, his teammate, not too far behind, and he's running the alternate strategy, which is what you'd probably expect from two teammates. They don't want to be coming into the pits during the race at the same time because their tyres have fallen off at exactly the same moment. And Kiwi will first start his first quick lap coming up to La Source. Looks like he got the turn in beautifully there, running wide on the exit and getting all the speed as he comes up towards Eau Rouge for the first time here in qualifying 2. Now let's have a look at his telemetry. Was he flat all the way through? It definitely seemed that way, changing up to 8th gear before he hits the top. Radion, and now down the Camel straight. DRS is wide open, giving him an extra boost. Less drag on that rear wing. Now into the first chicane here. Just riding the corners. And now turn 10, the one that Kiwi will need to get right if he wants to keep the time competitive. You can see the brakes glowing hot there, asking a lot of them to slow the car down. And now into Puon, he will come. Let's see if Kiwi gets his turn in right here. He did struggle during the first one. Metaman with the quickest lap so far, 1:45.765. Keep an eye on him. It does look like Kiwi got that a little bit better. Hawks has obviously gone back into the pits. CME and Little Black, he set a time of 1:46.9. So at the moment that puts him in second spot. But Kiwi, he's not too far behind and he's on the medium. So he should, if he can get a 1:45, he'll be very happy with that. Yago's actually gone quickest. Zen then beats that with a 1:44.8. So the two Mercedes guys at the moment on the soft tyre apiece. But it's Kiwi we're keeping an eye on here in the Renault. Up towards bus stop now. He's going to see the timing line very shortly. Past the pit entrance on his right. Wants to get the speed up. Can he do it? He has used all of his ERS deployment. Only a 1:47 from him. He'll be wanting to do a little bit better. See me racing on his outlap. GT Race Fan now in the third sector and is set to put his first time down there for the Racing Point team. Almost looked like there was smoke coming out of the back of that exhaust there, but I think that was just some eye trickery with the haze. And what does GT Race Fan put in? It's a good enough for 6. It's only a 1:49. Again, another driver that will want to improve. See me on his outlap. Hawks is still tweaking things in the garage. And Mike will start his first quick lap here. Let's keep an eye on him in the Toro Rosso. The hard tyre for Mike, so a very different strategy overall. I mean, that hard tyre, from all reports, will last the entire Grand Prix, but they will need a compound change. And thanks to everyone that has joined us tonight so far. Got Ivan over on FNL1. And things will be kicking up into gear very shortly as we get through the qualifying sessions. Hey, Major Dan's in YouTube. Welcome. Your brother Air Marshal. I didn't know you and Air Marshal were brothers there, but Major Dan giving his best wishes to his brother there on YouTube. Where's Air Marshal currently? Can't see him. He must have been out in the first session.
Out, Josh.
Out.
I got taken. Oh, I took myself out.
Well, I know Air Marshal can hear me. Explain to the viewers what you did wrong.
Josh.
Don't know who that is. One of your mates at work.
Yeah, so I went into the fast left-hander in sector 2. Took too much of the inside curb and just couldn't straighten the car up and just binned it to the inside wall.
So there it was from Air Marshal himself watching the stream.
I can't hear Josh.
So very interesting. This truck will bite if you're not prepared for it. Zen still top. Yo-Yo, Meadow, Little Black, Angry. Mike was coming around. He's done a 1:47.6. That's a good time on the hard tyre. He'll be happy with that. Kiwi's changed to the soft. GT's also done a 1:47. See me now in the second sector. Let's see what See Me can put together. His first time in the F1s tonight. Travis Swan has liked the stream. Thank you very much, Travis. Good to have you along, buddy. So here it is. This is
just hear him, but I can't hear him properly.
This is See Me Racing. So right on board as he comes up towards the Kemmel Straight now. Wants to carry a lot of speed through here. Again, his first time in the F1s, so he's probably not expecting much of himself. He wants to keep it clean out of the wall and just get to the end tonight, but I think he might have it in him as he got through into Q2. So that's a good result for someone who's first time in the F1 cars.
He's doing better than his teammate.
You heard that, folks. He's doing better than his teammate. Let's have a look. 149.2 on the softs. He's going to need to improve. But again, he'll be happy to make it even into Q2. Hawks back out on the mediums.
Good work.
Bott's in the pits. Aussie's on an outlap on the mediums as well. His teammate Ming is also on the mediums, so the Red Bulls are looking comfortable there. Not splitting the strategies. BP's about to set a time, I think. Let's have a look. This could be pretty close. It's not going to be the quickest, but it's third fastest. BP once again showing he's got the pace. And on the medium with a 1:45.4, that's a very competitive time that I think the boys in the Mercedes should be watching out for. Bushchook has taken fourth for now, 1:45.5. Meadow down into fifth. Angry in seventh. Kiwi, Mike, GT, CME on a cool down lap. Hawks is back out there on the medium tonight. And he'll be looking to beat his teammates' time of 1:47. He should be able to do that. He's just in Sector 2 currently. Botts is not out yet. But Aussie's on his quick lap for the Red Bull team. Slow and steady was Aussie through 10. Just trying to keep the car the highest minimal speed through there. Into Puan now. This is an important corner. Lifting slightly. But he didn't run wide. That's the most important thing. There'll probably be a few drivers tonight that will be pinged for exceeding track limits out of Puan if they try to gain the most out of it. Oh, a bit of a back end slide as the curb unsettled the car, and I think he's aborted this lap. Yes, ERS is down to 0, and he'll be putting around and trying again. His teammate though, Ming, at top speed down the Camel Straight. Mr. Echo plays. You're not too late, buddy. You have not missed the race. The race is yet to come. We're just getting through the qualifying sessions at the moment. And we're on board with Ming Man, who's yet to put a time on, and he's running the same tyre as his teammate. Slightly different line there from what we saw Oars do. So you can see Oars' time is only a 1:53, so he did abort that. Again, lifting. That's his top speed before he hits the brake. Let's have a look. About 313 kilometres an hour. That is super quick. Asking everything of those brakes to stop him and just trusting it will. Let's see what he can do as he is about to set his first time. He's just got the back straight to go and then the bus stop to navigate. Ming will be looking to be competitive here. Only just over 3 minutes left in this session, so everyone who will want to go again will need to get out there quick, smart. get their ticket stamped and go around. Here we go, bus stop for Ming. This is it. Wants to get on the power as soon as possible, but wants to keep the car in control. The timing line, there it is. It's only 8th quickest, 1:46.1. But he can definitely work with that, and that is at the moment good enough to see him through to Q3. Angry's on an out lap. Kiwi looks like he's changed to the soft, but he's in the pits. Mike looks to be running again, this time on the medium. So he just tried to see what he can do with the hards, but he wants to get through to Q3, obviously. Have a crack at that podium spot, the pole position. And looks like medium is where he's going to sit right now. He won't have enough time to do another lap, as it's such a long lap around here. Almost 2 minutes. I hope everyone is enjoying. Will enjoy their weekend. We will
get into the 10 CME, don't torch those tyres.
We will have the Spa Grand Prix this weekend, and don't forget, let's see what GT does first when he starts his quick lap. On board with CME. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, if you are an F1 fan and you can't get enough, me and Aussie from Friday Night League, we run a podcast called Lights Out F1. We have just done the silly season preview and Spa look ahead show. Plenty of things in there. One of the really interesting things is our S3 awards segment. That stands for Superstar, Surpriser, and Stinker. So every week we will pick those 3 guys. The Superstar will get 2, the Surpriser will get 1, and the Stinker will lose the point. And we finally tallied up all of our points as we are currently at the halfway mark. And there are some very interesting results which you will see backs up some of the decisions made by the Formula 1 paddock. So I do urge everyone, if you're an F1 fan, please go check it out. Bushchook's out as Bushchook crashed himself. So he's got a quick enough time. He should get queued down into Q3, but he's not going to be able to improve on it now. CME down in 15th. BP's back on an out lap, and he's got some company behind him. That's probably Aussie. The 2 Renaults now. Is Hawks trying to pull along Kiwi here, because Kiwi is right in the dirty air of Hawks' Renault. Very interesting strat. Let's have a look. Let's see how it works for them as they get to the Camel. They've just got to navigate up Eau Rouge and Radion. And is Hawks going to let Kiwi past? This could be very interesting. Doesn't look like it.
Maybe getting the toe, Josh?
Oh, he was definitely getting a toe, but I thought maybe Kiwi would probably get such a big toe that he'd get the overtake. The checkered flag's out. Looks like GT will be out of this, but it's Kiwi who is tentatively trying to keep himself competitive and up into Q3. Little Black. Oh, no! He's gone a bit wide and he's lost some carbon fibre. It's not what he wants. Watch this. Keep himself competitive and up into Q3. Little Black. Oh, no! He's gone a bit wide and he's lost some carbon fibre. For whatever reason, tonight we've got sound on the replays, but there it was. That was a replay of Kiwi getting it all wrong. Up into Q3. Little Black. Oh, no! He's gone a bit wide and he's lost some carbon fibre. For whatever reason, tonight we've got... So there we go. We've got a new replay feature. What's Kiwi going to do? Is he going to improve? He needs to get a 1:46.1 or better. Oh, he's not going to do it. It was tight. A 1:46.999. If he hadn't have made that little error that he did, he probably would be up and through. He had the toe and everything. Just pushed it too hard there in the end. So we will lose Angry, Bots, Kiwi, GT, and CME. Ivan, you're loving the replay feature. Thank you, Ivan.
Nice work, Sammy, if you can hear me.
I'm trying to figure it out completely, but it is a nice touch. It gives us a chance to show back some of the action that happens. Mr. Echo is loving the replay things as well. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are. I'm hopefully can make it a little bit more technical in the future, where I can add, say, 2 or 3 different replays, which we can all go back and watch later. But working with what I got, and hopefully we can improve on that. So I'm glad you guys are liking it. Daniel on YouTube asking, is this Xbox or PlayStation 4? This is PlayStation 4, Daniel. And welcome to the race. Oh, I don't want to leave the session. There it is. Zen got the top with a 144.8. Hawks was not too far behind. And that's why Renault is doing so well in this constructors with the likes of Hawks. It was unlucky there for Kiwi. Just binned it at the wrong moment. He probably would be through, possibly dropping out Mingman. Well, definitely would have dropped Mingman, I think. He had the pace, but so little, so close. All right, Q3 time. Q3 time. Cars will make their way.
Hey, Marshy.
Yo.
Has Josh got you off mute, does he?
Who?
Josh.
No. I'm talking to him, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of one-sided, because I can't hear him on game, but I can hear him on the stream.
Ah.
All right. Hawks will take the field out as the time ticks down. It looks like Metaman got out there first, actually, in the McLaren. So he has got the clean track for himself. But track evolution is very important. And how much it will change the lap times before the end, we'll have to wait to find out. So it's a call whether you go first, get that clean air, or you wait until a few cars have rubbed in the track a little bit more to try and just squeeze out that little bit of extra tenth here or there, thanks to the track evolution. Everyone's on an out lap, and it won't be long before we start seeing these guys full pelt. So, Bushchuk's on a medium. Very interesting. Tyre allocation could be the reason for that. But he's the only one on the different tyre. He might as well take the softs because he's got them there. He doesn't have a lot of time.
As well.
So Meta's been caught here. I don't know if Hawks is trying to get around him before they get there. Or is Hawks going to create space for himself here? I think he will. Yes, he is. He's let Meadow drive off into the distance, and this is him here. He'll be the first one to start a flying lap here tonight for the Q3, and everybody trying for that top spot on the pole for this Belgian Grand Prix here at Spa, the Formula 1 from FNL1 eSports. Don't forget to check them out, FNL1eSports.com, and like them on Facebook as well. Share your love. If you want to get involved, there's room in the F2 series if you'd like. All the details can be found on the FNL1 eSports page. Hawks is in second in tow. And I think, it was either Yayo. Yeah, it was. It was Yayo trying to maybe just steal a little bit of a tow. Chook's out of the session, so that's it for him. He must have had another accident.
bush chooks on them like. It is dead. Oh, did you knock yourself out? Yep.
So you can hear the some of the drivers there that have been knocked out. That's why we can hear them.
Oh, man, that's in the top 10.
Oh, look at that! Look at the trouble Yo-Yo had then. Watch his back end.
Yep.
So you can hear the some of the drivers there that have been knocked out. That's why we can hear them.
Oh, man, that's in the top 10.
Watch this. Oh, look at that! Look at the just caught that. Just caught it in time. Anyway, they've continued on. Little Black's actually gone back into the pits. Now his Yo-Yo, I don't think he's slowed down at all. He's coming into the pits. Interesting. So Meneman sets the first time. Hawks comes in. Mike comes around. Happy with that lap. A little bit of ERS deployment left. Not a lot though. And that's second for now. 1:45.3. I think the 1:44s will probably get the pole time. So keep an eye out for these Mercedes boys. What's Zen going to do? Was he happy with that lap? Some of them weren't. They wanted to go change a few things. He's used all of his ERS. It's up to the max. It's 1:44.8 for Ming and a 1:44.9 for Zen. So, like I said, it's going to be a battle of the 1:44s. BP coming up to the line. It's going to be tight with him. Oh, look at that. A 1:44.1. We could even see 1:43s before the end of this session's over. Great time from BP. That's going to be hard to beat. And Aussie starts his first quick lap tonight. So he's waited a little bit and waited for some clean track. And he'll also get some of the track evolution and sort of the medium option you could choose in the middle. It's not the most risky by going first. But again, it's not also the most risky by going last. He leaves himself time in case something goes wrong here, gets a turn in wrong, loses traction somewhere. Because all those little tenths count, as you can see with the times that we've got on the board right now. So close with the top three, all three of them in the 1:44s. And BP, in Formula One terms, he is just so far in front with almost 6/10 on Ming and Zen. It's a huge margin in Formula One. So Little Black's back out and he'll get a time set too. Still waiting for Yayo and Hawks to set their times. ERS settings for Aussie, a little bit wide, but he's not going to let that phase him. Keeps the car moving forward. I don't know, that might lose him some time here. This could be the critical error that means he misses the top spot. Will he get the front row though? This doesn't look like he's attacking. No, he's coming in. This is what I was talking about. So he's left himself time to go again. And it is a very, very busy pit lane. Not a very busy track. As Aussie comes in. Little Black has started his first quick lap here. Let's see what he can do. I don't know if he's going to be able to do 2 laps. This could be his last chance here, so he needs to put in a banker here. A really good time. And he needs to at least hit the 1:44s, I think, to stay off the bottom. Alrighty. Towards that all-important turn 10 with the awkward camber angle. Keeps it tight to the curb. Well done, up into no name. Up towards Puwon. Another very important fast left-hander that the drivers will need to master here in the qualifying sessions to get the quickest lap time possible. Now, look at his ERS settings. It's on 0 there, the bottom right of your screen. You can see that lightning bolt. and it says 0. That's his ERS deployment level. And that's on 0, so I don't think he's on a flying lap anymore. The D is how much deployment of ERS they've got left for that lap. And the H stands for harvesting, how much harvesting they can still do to recharge that battery. So he's almost used all his harvesting. Deployment though, he's used almost none of it for this lap. So I think he's going to go again. There's a yellow flag, sector 1. Green flag out again. Must have been someone ahead of us. Oh, look at this. Very busy. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. This lap. So I think he's going to go again. There's a yellow flag, sector 1. Green flag out again. Must have been someone ahead of us. Oh, look at this. Very busy. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. That was close. Hawks almost got taken out by a slow-moving Toro Rosso, which was getting out of the way from him, but oh, that was just too close for comfort. That would have been an absolutely horrific crash. But he comes out unscathed. Here comes Mike. He's on his out lap, and he's currently sitting 5th. Meadows also out there, currently 4th, and he was the first one on track, so he's at the moment now wanting to get that track evolution involved in this lap time. And Zen is now leaving the pits. He will get around just in time to start one final lap here. Mingman's on a lap, and he's currently 2nd with a 1:44.8. Oh no, he's crossed it all up, and that's going to be the end of that lap, I think, for Mingman. He should be able to get another one in though, but whether or not he fueled up is the question. Mingman's on a lap, and he's currently 2nd with a 1:44.8. Oh no, he's crossed it all up, and that's going to be the end of that lap, I think, for Mingman. So that's what all went wrong for Ming. And now we're watching Zen on his out lap. Meadow getting the McLaren up to speed now. Down the Camel straight. Oh, that didn't look very comfortable at all. Not very smooth. There will be time lost in that. And yeah, you can see sector time's not great. So this must be his out lap, even though it doesn't say it is. Yeah, it was only a 1:55.1. So he'll then need to go again, unless he made a mistake that lap. Mike, currently 5th. Into Puon he goes. Now, interesting, we've seen some drivers stick it in 6th gear, some only in 7th. So, very different strategies taken by a few of the drivers here. Where's Hawks? Oh, he's in Puon as well. Looks like he tried to keep that as flat for as long as possible. Up into campus he goes, attacking the corners, aggressively riding the curbs. Careful not to lose control of the car, as sometimes those high curbs are like climbing a mountain, and it will just upset the balance and send the car hurling in a direction you did not expect. But it's Mike into the bus stop now. Exits out, puts the power down, opens the DRS, and that's a checkered flag, and it's only a 1:45.396. He didn't improve that lap. Hawks will be next to cross the line. Can he put a decent time down to get ahead of the top 6 that have? Oh, look at that. Second fastest with a 1:44.591. That's what he wants to see. Here is Zen. Just attacking the corners. Aussie just coming up to Puon now through No Name. Yago's taking the checkered flag, and it looks like it's only 6 for him. BP's also taking the checkered flag with a 1:43.968. Wow, what a quick time. This man is on fire. He was on fire last night, and he's going to continue that run of pace here in the F1s. Oh, Ming's out. Has Ming crashed? I think he might have. That could give Zen an easy chance at 3rd. Can we see Ming? Oh, no. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Oh, Ming crashed there.
Oh my God, that was super close. Has Ming crashed? I think he might have. That could give Zen an easy chance at third. Can we see Ming? Oh no! Oh! Jesus. It was so tight. And here goes Zen. It's second fastest. BP's beaten him.
Then
144.4, 2.4. Again, not the 143, the magic 143. And that looks like to have finished this qualifying session. So BP will start on the front row with Zen, then Hawks. And Mingman got away with that. He'll start fourth. His teammate Aussie's behind him, and Yayo, then Meadow, Mike, Little Black, and Bushchuk finish your top 10. Yes, Ivan, that was too close for comfort. And Echo all exclamating at how much of a close call that was for Zen. It was almost the end of his qualifying there. Would have been the end of his life. And there it is. Qualifying 3 is over. There's your top 10. And BP with a blistering pace of a 143.9. Zen wasn't even close. 4.5 tenths behind. And then 6 tenths for Hawks. Ming 8 tenths. And then a second by the rest. Just a pace. That is going to be hard to crack and beat tonight. Yes, Ivan.
Let's go racing.
Ivan saying Zen salvaged second even with that near catastrophic crash. He did a really good job to keep himself composed with that. Prince is here. He says, someone send a message to BP. You're a beast. So the beast has the front row. Here we go. Now, there should be a formation lap tonight. So I'm not going to be tricked by that one. If it says 0 in the top left-hand corner, that means it's a formation lap. We were tricked up last time. So your driver standings are now scrolling on the bottom of your screen. And you will notice it will say 21 drivers, but we've had a few drivers leave and some new drivers in, so that's why it's a little bit bloated with the numbers. But Warrior, Breed in, Shellfish, and Azatak there, all on 0 points. But it is Hawks with 127. He leads this championship from Zen. And then it's BP on 62. And it's quite close to this midfield. Yogo on exactly the same. Bot's not too far behind either, 54. So it's quite a competitive championship right now. Aussie's on 28 in 7th. He's currently 5th at the moment, so he'll be looking to score some decent points tonight. As BP takes the field on for what I can guarantee you is a formation lap. Zen in second. Now it's Zen would have been the favourite at the start of this season to probably take this championship, as he's won the first 3 before it. They were shorter championships. They used to be only 5 races. Well, obviously, Season 4 has opened it up to the full Formula 1 calendar. And this week, we are equal with what the real championship is at Spa. Round 1 wasn't Australia for this season, but we will have all rounds before the end of the season is over. Still a long way to go. Zen's definitely not out of it yet. Hawks is showing some good pace, but keeping up with the likes of Zen and everyone around him. But BP, he deserves the moniker of the Beast, because that is just a shockingly quick time. Prince saying the formation lap joke will be here for a long time. it will. And he made a reference to my Formula 1 career where I was around Baku. And ultimately I was sponsored by KFC because of all the chicken wings I went through. It was about 16, 17 front wings. All right. Here we go. Waiting for Banana Hammock. So he's made his way from F2 tonight. Up into F1. The lights are lit. The car's revving. That's 5 lights. And it's out. And a good start from Hawks behind BP. The race now up to turn 1. Hawks looks to chuck it on the inside. And everybody squeezes through. I didn't see too much carbon fibre. There might have been a wing here or there, but it's not going to be catastrophic. And now it's a drag race between Bush, Chook and Mike as they fight over who gets Eau Rouge first. And it was the Toro Rosso and Mike. Bush Chook let him through. Oh no! There's been an accident at the back. A huge accident. CME's been involved in that. Who gets Eau Rouge first? And it was the Toro Rosso and Mike. Bush Chook let him through. Oh no! There's been an accident at the back. A huge accident. CME's been involved in that. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't quite catch what happened, but Chook is out. He's done and dusted for this one. Caught up in the first lap tangle at Eau Rouge. Position changes since the start. Zen up 1 obviously and Yayo up 4, so good stuff for him. Hawks has not dropped up or down anywhere. BP's been the one that's been called out by all of that, but he's still in this race at 4th. Mingman into 5th, he's lost a spot, and Mike's had a great start himself, moving up 2. That means Aussie's moved down 2, and he will not be happy with that. He never seems to get the race starts he likes. And then Bots, another great starter, up 4 spots. And this race is well and truly heating up here as the first lap is not even over, but it's already full of action. And Aussie leads this midfield pack here. The battle for 7th will rage on. And Mike is on the back of this one. This is the battle for the podiums. And these guys aren't split by too much. At the moment, Zen's got the quickest lap. Obviously, the first one to go through the first lap will get that, but that will change. Zen now leads the field. Up to the Camel Straight. Well, Yayo didn't quite get the trajectory he wanted there. Hawks, though, looks like he's had a really good run there. Kept a lot of pace. Yayo's going to defend it up the inside. That's only going to leave the inside for Hawks. He's going to have to go around here at the chicane, but Yayo shut the door on him, and that's a beautiful defensive move. And Zen Raza at the moment still controlling the pace of this race. Hawks, though, just seems to be a little bit quicker. He's fastest laps there. He is on the tyre. There we go. Tyre for Hawks, the medium tyre. So not surprising that both the Mercedes out in front on the soft tyres are leading this one, but it looks like the medium was the favourite to choose. I didn't realise so many guys qualified on the mediums in Q2. Good race heating up here. BP needs to get those spots back that he lost at the start. As he dropped 4 positions before we got to origin. Didn't quite see what happened there. Hawks pressurising the gearbox of Yago. He's going to grind away here. Slow and steady wins the race, so they speak. Patience, I think, is the key. And he will try and force Yago into a mistake if he possibly can. Mingman sort of slightly broken away from that pack behind him as Mike gives chase. It's a yellow flag, sector 1. Not sure where or what that was from. Oh, was it Yayo? Looks like Yago had an issue because Yago's dropped down the field. There's a virtual safety car, ladies and gentlemen, and we've lost Crazy Kiwi. That might have been where Yago got caught out. Unfortunately, we can't check what happened there. Oh, Yago, be careful. VSC's on, bro. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So we've lost Kiwi. Oh, what happened there? Was that an advertising board? No, it was bots running into the back of Aussie. Check it out. Come on, bro. Oh, look at that. Watch the back of the screen. Look at that. So we've lost Kiwi. That's where it happened. Oh, what happened there? Was that a... Yeah, so I think Bot's got a penalty for that one. He just ran up the behind Aussie. That's very weird. We're back in racing. And Metaman has gotten around Bots there. He was caught napping, possibly trying to recover from whatever damage he accrued hitting Aussie in that little incident. Oh, look at that. He just doesn't have the front end grip. Oh, angry. That could have been the end of his race there, but he's just collected it. Joshua Montfort's liked the stream. Welcome along, Josh. Good to have you with us, bro. Oh, who's that? Was that Yayo? Yago's been involved in more and more incidents. Oh, that was Little Black too. Almost runs up the behind. I think he did touch him there. The lag isn't helping his situation, and Yago's had to come in for a premature stop. So he must have gotten damage with that incident. We didn't quite see what happened with him and Kiwi. Oh, Aussie runs wide. And that's going to... Look at this. He's going to be swallowed up by Metaman. The McLaren right there, ready to pounce. Doesn't quite have the speed. Thomas Logan's like the stream. Thank you very much, Thomas. Thank you for the likes tonight, guys. We should have DRS. We do. DRS is open for Metaman. And he's got the inside line for the braking zone. This should be an easy maneuver. And it is. Metaman textbook. Oh, Zen. Zen. Oh, he's so lucky he got ghosted because that would have been the end of so many people's races. So Zen, from the lead of this race, has he got damage? Oh, Air Marshal comes out of nowhere and almost collects him. What a dramatic start. This is not like Zen to make mistakes like that. He has had the one or two here and there, but to lose it so early, there must have been external factors involved, possibly. Now he's lost some end plates, I think. Yes, he has. So that's going to... Yeah, he's just turn-ins nowhere. Wow. The Mercedes boys right now at the bottom of the pack. CB Racing doing a good job. He's fighting off Yago here. So Yago should easily get through. He's gone to the hard, so looks like Yago will run to the end. Thought there might have been another incident there. Oh, Air Marshal trying to find a way around Hammock. Hammock looked like he was swerving left to right, trying to block the road. That's not really fair play. Air Marshal just playing it safe. Oh, Air Marshal. I don't know what happened there. He got caught out and he just cut the corner completely, trying to avoid contact. Very lucky not to be anything more serious. Air Marshal's in. Fair play. Air Marshal just playing it safe. Oh, Air Marshal. I don't know what happened there. He got caught out and he just cut the corner completely, trying to avoid contact. So yeah, that was a replay of the incident before. Look at this. Mike is up into third and it gets around Mingman there beautifully. Oh, Meadow. Got turned around, I think, by Little Black. Oh, he's got to be careful rejoining the track. And Little Black's actually gone off at the next corner. Is he going to redress the situation? Well, he's done it now. So he's made good on that, but oh, wow. Turned around, I think, by Little Black. Oh, he's got to be careful rejoining the track. And Little Black's actually gone off at the next corner. Is he going to redress the situation? Well, he's done it now. Yeah, very interesting. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get to see exactly when he got turned around, but Little Black did help him along. Now Metaman's got a race of his life on his hand now in 8th position. GT Race Fan just ahead. Little Black is still behind him. He's going to have to be Mingman's out. Mingman's had an issue as well. Just saw a Red Bull somewhere on the side of the road. Keep an eye out for it. As Marshall comes through in 11th spot. This is going to be a race of attrition here. So here's the yellow flag section. Look. Oh no! That's it. Marshall got caught out trying to avoid it. There was a yellow flag in the area. And now we've got 2 cars across the track.
Fuck.
2 cars across the track. So here's the yellow flag section. Look. Oh no! That's it. Marshall got caught out trying to avoid it. There was a yellow flag in the area. And now we've got 2 cars across the track.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was the replay. Air Marshal is out of this Grand Prix. Here we go. We got a little battle here.
Mess.
The reactions from you guys on the chat. Yes, that was absolutely huge. There's some good racing here, though.
How we going, Josh?
We're good. I know you can hear me, Marshall. Explain to me what happened. We saw it, but run us through that situation. What you saw.
Oh, I just come around that corner and was like, which side do I pick? And I thought there was a gap, and the car just lurched on the curb and just put me into the wall, and that was it.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. A huge accident. I mean, there was a yellow flag, but I'm sure you weren't expecting a car to be across the road like that. But that's racing sometimes. So unlucky, dude. Maybe next time. But thanks for talking as well. It's good to get a bit of insight from the drivers.
I was not expecting it to be straight over across the road, but yeah.
No, I'm sure you weren't. Now, Metaman trying his best here to try and get up beside GT Race Fan, but GT Race Fan just nudges him away and he says, try again. I'm not going to make this easy for you. Now, Ivan has said you'd think there should be a safety car for a car in the middle of the road light. I would think the same thing too, Ivan. Now, Banana Hammock says, we've lost Yayo, Aussie. Oh my God. When did Yayo lose? We've only got 12 drivers left and it's only lap 7. Breedin's in the pits. CME goes through. Zen Razo down in 11th. He's a long way off the top of the field. Mingman's out. Hawks here. This is the battle for first. And BP had the pace. The Beast had the pace. And he's going to make this very difficult for the front man. But yes. Epic. This is a race as a killer for so many drivers. Just huge killer, man. Last night in the F2s, I managed to almost get every single incident. Tonight, I've only caught 1 or 2, which is just a luck of the draw. Luck of the draw sometimes with the way the spectator mode goes. But it's been very interesting. And wow, we aren't even halfway, and we've lost almost half the grid. So things need to settle down out there a little bit. All right, well, Metaman still pressurising GT Race Fan, but that's going to be a move for Little Black, I think. He had the superior grip and the speed up the inside, but they're going to go too wide down the back straight here. And yeah, Little Black's got that move done. It does make it difficult when the car is glitching as well, because you want to play it a little bit safer than usual, just in case a car appears where it probably shouldn't. So Meadows going to take to the pits. Angry will continue on. Threads the needle there.
Kind of sucks, but I got to run away for some work stuff.
All good, buddy. And thanks for letting us know what happened there, Marshall.
But I want to say thank you, Josh. Thank you to the guys for having me. It was awesome. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed.
No worries, Marshall. We can't wait to have you race with us again. Now, Angry's just had a good move on Little Black there.
Future racing, that's for sure. I'll catch you all later.
Catch you, mate. So here we go back to the live action. And yeah, Angry with a great move on Little Black. And he can start working towards getting ahead. Now as Hawk's been in an incident, he's going slowly. He's out of the lead. Mike's up into the lead. He's lost some end plates on the left-hand side there. So yes, Hawks has been in an incident. It's going to be a race of attrition. Absolutely. Who's even going to make it to the end? This is almost worse than what we saw at Germany in the rain. Hawks is not really going to be able to threaten that second spot right now because he's lost so much aero grip with that front wing now deformed like that. Prince says this is already the best race of the season. Spa always shows us some good racing. Now we've got battles all over the track now as some of the drivers are racing in pairs. He's angry with Little Black. Is Little Black going to stick it up the inside? He saw a gap. Oh, Angry might even go around the outside of Hawks. Is Hawks going to continue? Hawks does. So Hawks is not going into the pits. Very, very interesting. BP pitted. I'm surprised Hawks didn't there. So he thinks he can gain some extra time by running around here. But he's being swallowed up and he's going to have traffic to contend with. And Angry's gone wide. Rejoins the track. And it's drag race to Eau Rouge with Little, Hawks and GT. Well, they all file back into a train. Hawks here trying to get around. He doesn't seem too phased by not having the side elements of his front wing. But Little Black's going to get a move here. He does. He gets around everyone. Beautiful stuff. Hawks is back up into third. He got around Angry there. So, yeah, Hawks is control. He's adapted well to the deformed car he's got there with a bit of the damage. Into 10. A little bit wide there from Hawks. Angry had a tighter line. Down into Pouon. This is just so unpredictable at the moment. Mike is so much further out ahead to everyone. Now here's the stops for you. Stops from Bots and Meadow. A stop from BP, Zen and Breedin and Banana. So Mike, Little, Hawks, Angry, GT and CME all need to go to the pits. So things will definitely change as this race goes on. But at the moment, this is the battle for second and third. Angry just dropping off the back end of Hawks there a little. But he will have DRS. And so will GT once they get to the next DRS zone. Because they're within that second. GT brakes a lot later than what Angry did, but Angry can probably carry a little bit more speed on the exit. He's trying to break that slipstream gap. And Hawks has done it to Angry, but he's not going to do it to GT. Josh Moon on FNL1, thank you for watching tonight, bro. He's going for Bush Chook, but I think he's out. He is. He was involved in a crash. GT with the DRS here. It will be effective. He will reel the Ferrari in. Will it be enough before we get to the turn in? Nah, not quite. Not quite. Oh, gee. Angry had to cut quite a lot of the corner there. He probably thought he still had a car to his left. So trying to keep the room, to keep it fair, but he didn't quite need to leave so much room. Bots runs sixth and he's on the soft tyre. Meadow on the hard. And he should be able to run to the end here with the hard. So he won't be too phased. Oh, BP gets up beside CME. And textbook move for BP. He can start working his way forward. So he's my favourite to win tonight's race, I think. He's had the pace in qualifying. He's the only driver to hit the 143 mark. And he's so far managed to keep himself relatively incident-free, which is going to be the most important thing tonight. Zen was leading this race. He's now 10th. And we didn't quite see what happened. We saw the aftermath as he recovered, but what actually caused it is an unknown at the moment. And there's Breedin and our last driver running, Banana Hammock. But it is Mike leading this race. He's 10 laps onto his mediums and he's happy with how they're standing at the moment. He might actually go for a soft run at the end, which is most likely. So Zen has come through. and past CME. So Zen is pushing his way forward. GT race fan. Just sticking to the gearbox of that Ferrari. Oh, look at this. A lot more pace out of the top at Radeon. He's going to have it. He's going to have the DRS soon. And it's going to be really effective down the Camel Straight. And he should make this pass quite easily. I don't think Angry's going to be able to reply at all. He won't. GT turns in. And that's 4th position for now. Confirmed and locked in. He will be setting his sights clearly ahead at Hawks in 3rd. He will fancy his chances tonight of probably getting a podium. But we've lost. This is going to really mix up the championship tonight with the points as well. Since Yayo's out, Aussie's out, Marshall's out, Ming's out, Kiwi's out, Chook's out. Some big names amongst that retirement list. Oh, look at this. Angry around the... Oh, outside. Bit of a contact. And Angry goes flying. Let's get the replay. Kiwi's out, Chook's out. Some big names amongst that retirement list. Oh, look at this. Angry around the... Oh, outside. Bit of a contact. And Angry goes flying. And that is what happens. GT, I think... I don't know what happened there. Is that a racing incident? Let me know what you guys think. You all saw it there on the stream. Should there be a penalty handed out for that one? Because Angry looks like he got off second best with that one. I don't think he was in the wrong, so to speak, but it's just one of those things. Okay, GT has now well and truly caught up to Mike here. So 3rd position. Mike has actually just come out of the pits with the hard tyre, so Mike will get to the end of the race here quite comfortably. It's the pace that could be the difference. At the moment, though, it looks like he's holding his own against GT in the racing point. And Mike is, I think he's even growing that interval. It's almost to a second now before they've come out of turns up to turn 10. And it is. Look at that. Over a second. Mike has just got the pace. The outright pace here. GT doesn't seem to be able to match it. Yeah, BP has just noticed... Sorry, Prince on YouTube has just noticed that BP is on the hard tyre. He is. It'll easily last to the end, as we've just hit the halfway mark. So, that's not... Tyre life's not going to be an issue for him. And by the way, vote for your Friday Night League eSports Driver of the Day. Let us know who you want to be the Driver of the Day. There is a poll up on their Facebook. So go to FNL1 eSports.com. Let us know who you think the Driver of the Day should be. And those results will be posted later on their Facebook. So, lap 13. And it has been a very hectic, unpredictable Belgian Grand Prix here tonight. Hawks currently running second. And Little Black. Let's check the stops as well. That's what we need to see. So, GT, Hawks, and Little Black are yet to stop. Bots has made his second, and he should be good to the end. Position changes since the start. Quite interesting. 8 for Little, Hawks up 1, 5 for Mike. GT's up 10. Huge gains. Meadow up 2. BP's lost 5, but he's done all his pit stops, so I expect him to probably win this one. Bots is also up 5, and Zan's also lost 6. He was in an incident, like we said, but we didn't see what happened, and he's really lost out because of it. Right now, the cars are all quite spread out. All those different crashes here and there have mixed the field up somewhat. And we're just waiting now for this middle stint to finish for the top guys. And once they hit the pits up, come back out, the race traffic should be more condensed once again, and it will be an all-out drag race to the end. Only 22 laps here, and we're on lap 13 now, so not long to go. Just about 9 laps left, and anything could happen. We lost all those drivers in the first 7 laps, so 9 laps could see even more out. Now Hawks is in the pits, and so is Little Black. Let's keep a close eye on the tyre that Little Black goes for. Soft tyre, not surprising there. He might be pushing the limit of that tyre, but he's going to go for it. And so is Hawks. I think there was a front wing there for Hawks at wheel. That's going to be a little bit longer pit stop. He's going to be racing BP, I think, to Eau Rouge. Can we see him? No. It's going to be racing Bots. Nope. He just comes out behind those two in 7th. And Bots, his mission is to climb up the positions as quick as he possibly can. He's got the best tyre for it. I think they're going to be stretching the life of those tyres maybe by 1 lap. But you got to go for it at this point. You've got to go for it. Otherwise you'll be kicking yourself for not trying. Zen's not too far off the back of these guys either, but Zen, I think, will have to go another stop, as his mediums are 9 laps old. You never know, he could get them to work, but yeah, it's not looking like he's going to be on the podium tonight, that's for sure. Oh, Metaman's had an incident at Pouon. Little Black's gone past and taken 3rd. Not sure what happened to Metaman. It's not hard to do it there, because if you hit the outside curbing and try to correct it, because you're at such high pace and speed, doesn't take much for the car to go sliding off like we just saw Metaman's car doing. Here comes Hawks on his first lap through on the soft tyre, and he's catching up Bots here at a rate of knots. It's not going to be long before he's planning an overtake on him. The Alfa Romeo driver, there he is under the advertising boards. GT is in the pits. All right, so Little Black has continued on it. Meadow comes around the bus stop and he'll take 3rd momentarily. BP, look at this, on the hard tyre. And there's not a lot of distance between him and Meadow in front. The gap, 2 seconds. And Bots is less than that behind. So like I said, after these pit stops, the race field will condense once again, and we're going to see some crazy racing here to the end. Got 8 laps left. It's anyone's race. Here's GT. He's got a Zen on his back end. Here goes Zen. Zen will have DRS. He will. You can see it flick open there. And he's past GT just before the braking zone. And that is the 7th position for Zen. His next target is Hawks, but Hawks is on a mission of his own as well. So 10 laps currently for Zen. I don't know how long he's going to get those mediums to last, but I think we're going to wait and see. Another 7 laps, so I think he'll be really pushing it. And it might not be the best choice, but we'll see. Here's Hawks through Pouon. He's actually caught up quite a lot to the back end of Hawks here. It was about 2 seconds before, and now it's just about a second even. So Bots will have to get a hurry on if he wants to finish this race tonight in 5th. Hawks is putting everything he's got, using all of his ERS. Here we go. In the detection zone, I think he was well under a second, so he's going to have DRS here. There's going to be an overtake move coming. Here we go. There's DRS. Can he get it up into a source? He sees the gap on the inside, cuts back in, says, no, not now. I'll just play a little bit patient. I've got time. Hawks has moved up. Bots must have run wide there. It all happened off screen. Once Hawks got around, I was like, where is that Alpha? But there it is. Hawks didn't even have to work too hard at all. Bots did all the work for him. So there he is. Here we go. This is Zen Razo. Another driver that was leading the race, isn't now. And Spar's hit him hard. But his gap between him and Bot's 5.5 seconds. But he's on some really old mediums. The car looks to be handling all right, though. I don't think he's got too many handling issues at the moment. Let's watch what he's like through Poo on. That'll be telling at high speed. Gets the turn in right. Kept it pretty much flat through there, so he's looking comfortable. All right. Well, Zen, can he do it? Can he stretch those tyres? Prince, answering my question before, says, I would actually give a penalty to Race Fan. That was instant between him and Angry. Angry looked like he was already ahead of the Force India or whatever it's called, the racing point. I mean, at first glance, it sort of looked like that, but I think you're right there with your second statement saying we need a little bit more evidence. So we won't be definitive in saying that, but yeah, a different camera angle might clear up the story a little bit better. So Zen's continued on. Hawks has really done a good job here. He's caught BP really quickly as these laps count down. We're on lap 17 of 22. 5 laps to go. And you can see BP, Metaman, Hawks and Bots all in the same frame here. So all these tyre strategies now are starting to align. And who's going to be out on top at the end of it is the unknown. Oh, a little bit wide there for Hawks. He's got to be careful he doesn't overdrive the car here and end up making little silly mistakes like that, which will cost him time overall and the chance at maybe a podium. He's on the quicker tyre too, so he's definitely has the pace and the grip to do it. Just needs to exploit that now. Into campus they go. One by one, line astern, the driver's race. But BP will be nervously checking his mirrors, hoping Hawks doesn't get any closer. Because he'll just see a big yellow Canary Renault filling the mirrors very shortly, I'd imagine. BP just needs to keep his cool. And as we say, make that Toro Rosso wide where it isn't. And make Hawks' job difficult. Bots made it a little bit too easy for him by running wide here at La Source. DRS for Hawks. He should be able to reel in BP a little bit. Do they all get through on a good racing line? They do. And now the race is heating up. Third, Metaman could be under the pump too. BP has locked that one in. Hawks can see Metaman a lot clearer now, and he'll fancy his chances at a third place. Here we go, the DRS for BP as well. So they're pulling each other along, but but Meadow had no such luck. He's now going to have to defend for his life. Coming down to turn 10. He needs to get this one perfect. He needs to hug the inside corner. Meadow's doing that now. Is that Mike we can see in front? No, that's was that a back marker? That's Banana Hammock, a back marker. It looks like he's disconnected. Yeah, that's right. Banana he got disconnected and he couldn't rejoin. So that's what's happened there with Banana. So we've actually only got 11 guys left. Meadow doing a good job at the moment. His tyres will last, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But these guys should be really concerned at... Whoa! Huge incident. There's Meadow. It all just sort of happened out of nowhere. Whoa! Huge incident. Unfortunately, I didn't catch that one, but Yeah, Meadow. Another one out. Another one bites the dust, so to speak. And now it's going to be a race between Hawks and BP. So Hawks will really fancy getting third. That job's made even simpler now by Metaman, crashing out. Yes, Ivan. Oh my God, that was a massive crash. And don't forget, driver of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know who you think deserves that coveted title, the moniker driver of the day for Spa. Will it be Little Black, Mike, BP, or Hawks even? Let us know. And enter the poll there on the FNL1 eSports Facebook page, or hit FNL1eSports.com. But we've got a really, really tense finish here building up. You couldn't script this. Spa has taken so many casualties today. And those who finish, well, they will deserve it. Almost everyone that will finish here, no, everyone that will finish this race will actually get points. Because Banana's out, Meadow's out. So that means everybody in the top, everybody who finishes this race from here on in will score points. So CME in his first race in Formula 1 will go home with some points tonight. Alice Health, hello, and welcome to the race, Alice. You've missed quite an eventful race tonight. Many, many cars crashing out. And we just saw a big one from Metaman before. And this is now the battle for third. This is the closest battle on track, and Hawks has been studying his opponent closely and looking for any weaknesses. He's only got 3 laps to go. This one and 2 more. DRS here. BP's not making it easy. He had to go switch left, right. He made up his mind eventually, though, and got it around on the outside line before the turn in. And that looks like a back marker there, and they've cleared it. Mike is 4 seconds up the road. So here we go. BP, though. BP's on the hards. So Hawks' tyres at any point now, I'm thinking they might drop off. So BP's not out of this one yet, because BP's tyres will easily last. It's Hawks' softs I'm not so convinced that will. So Hawks might build a slight gap here, but that could quickly decrease if those tyres just suddenly fall off a cliff, and he'll be understeering severely if that happens. Slower around the corners, and be slower on the accelerator gas, slower speeds, and that will give BP the chance to catch up. The gap has opened up over 1 second though, so he's not going to have DRS, or will he? I think he just grabbed it there. That was the DRS detection line. Did he get it? Watch that telemetry bottom right. I don't think he did, because we didn't see the DRS light up. Still, he's still outside that magic 1 second. It's up to 1.2. So down the Camel Straight, he's going to have to use all of the raw power the Toro Rosso Honda engine provides. But Hawks just seems to be just disappearing now like a magician. Off into the distance. Mr. Echo saying that was a big one for Meadows crash. Huge, massive crash for Meadow. Can't believe how many people we've lost here. So here's Zen. He's done well to get up into 6th here, but I think it's all but over for him here. I don't think, unless there's another incident out front, I don't think he's going to be able to improve on that 6th spot. He'll be kicking himself for whatever happened earlier on. Hopefully we can find out. But big incident for Zen, losing him the lead of that race. So Angry's got a 3-second time penalty. I wonder if any of the top guys have got penalties, because that will change the outcome of the race. And CME in his debut in F1 will score points on debut. Awesome run from him. But it's been Little Black who's led this race. Let's get an update with the stops. So Bots has had 2 stops. The rest all 1. So Little Black will actually be able to run to the end here on the last lap. And Little Black should take this lead and convert it to a win here tonight. He's just dominating every series he enters. F1 and F2, he's had a lot of wins. Fastest lap at the moment is Hawks with a 1:46.756. So an extra point will go towards Hawks' tally at the end of this one. And while I thought those softs wouldn't last, I think I've been proven wrong here. Last lap, and Hawks seems to be able to keep his pace quite high and quite competitive. Oh, a little bit wide. Again, he's overdrives it out of that corner, asks a lot of the tyres. This could be like the final lap that they're good for. So I think he's timed his pit stop well with the softs there, and he's got the most out of them. And he will, without cursing it, the commentator's curse I think is a real thing. He will probably take 3rd. So it could even be 2nd for him. Mike looks to be struggling there. I didn't realise, I thought that was a back marker, but that's not. That is Mike in 2nd. Here we go. Will Hawks get 2nd? He's running out of fuel. He's got a lot of ERS deployment to go. It is the last lap. The meters are counting down every inch. They get closer and closer to that finish line. Mike doesn't know where to plant the car. He gets through, runs a little wide, up the bus stop for the final time. Will Hawks chuck it up the inside? He's going to have to go around the outside as Mike has put the car in a perfect position. Cuts the door off on the last turn. BP's also there, but it's going to be Mike to the end in 2nd. Hawks 3rd, and oh, look at that. BP's been moved up to 2nd. Mike takes 3rd. Hawks had a penalty. Hawks had a penalty, and he will take 4th, but it was Little Black who won. But what a race and what a finish. Penalties hurt Hawks there at the end. He would have gotten 3rd. But the stewards say no. Bots in 5th, and Zen did finish 6th. GT there in 7th position. Angry looks to come around in 8th as he appears on screen. Breed in Aussie will take 9th, and CME is finished in 10th. Banana will technically finish 11th, but he's been disconnected. And we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars tonight. 8 if you include Banana. Metaman, Yayo, Aussie, Marshall, Ming, Kiwi and Bushtrook all out in the first 7 laps. Metaman just a few laps ago. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that one. And don't forget, if you are watching us for the first time, don't forget to follow and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any more racing action we have here. There are no races on Sunday for Race on Oz. They're on a little bit of a Father's Day break. But keep an eye out. I'm going to be putting out a schedule of all the racing we've got. And maybe I'll jump in and do the F1 career mode on Sunday for something a little bit different. But yeah, it's been so good, this race. We've got the interviews coming up, so don't go anywhere. Ivan has given Little Black his driver of the day. Well, fair enough. I think he deserved it. Ellie Haddad.
I'm sorry, BP.
First points of championship. Woo! Congratulations, Braden. I've had many of opportunities, but I took it this season. The old Braden's back. The 2018 Braden's back. No, fuck.
There's Little Black on the podium.
Mr. Oars.
Karma Rulers, like the stream, thank you.
What happened, bro?
Be like Karma Rule and like the stream too, ladies and gentlemen.
Good hell, mate.
There it is.
Just lost it in our rouge, bro.
Your results.
Yeah.
Same here. I got a puncher going up into a rouge. Just went. The right rear tyre.
I
It
didn't
blew
get a
up
puncture, I
on
just
me.
lost it like a dickhead.
No, I did. I got a fucking puncture. It blew up on me fucking as I was going up into a
I
roof.
think I followed both of you as you were having those accidents, and I shat myself every time.
I had Angry following me, and I just kind of looked up just to see how far he is at the timing
Your
thing.
name is Effie. Welcome, Effie.
And I just a little bit oversteer. See you later.
Well, hello,
Yeah,
Effie.
you lost it. You lost it, and I pooed my pants.
Ellie Haddad now following. Thank you, Ellie. Welcome along. Eli Haddad. Thanks for that. Have more
As
races
it turns out, I didn't have enough.
coming up. We have the interviews now, so we'll go and find them, and we'll get some feedback from them. If they're in the interviews. I'll put the chat back on so you can listen to them. I'm just waiting for them to join the interview room. But have a listen to the drivers as they talk about that race.
Yeah. Squeeze him in the wall.
That, you know, because I'm trying to fuck it around with my thing.
On borrowed track space.
And
I
missed my
rented my
braking
track space.
into turn one. I went wide and I tried to come back on, and I knew you guys were coming. And I fucking hit the sausage curb, and it bounced me across. And Yaya was already at the wall, and I touched his front wing, dude.
Yeah, I saw that, and wings were flying all over the place.
Yeah, sorry BP man as well, dude. I'm so annoyed. We were having a good battle, and I swear
I was hoping I didn't
nothing
turn
in that.
down on you, because the white arrow was almost gone. I thought, okay, I've got this.
Did you just go do your interviews?
Yeah, go do your interviews, boys.
How do I do that?
Yeah. Discord.
On the Discord interviews
They remembered.
channel.
I was waiting for that.
Phone or on the
phone,
PC, whatever.
It's been a fucking bad couple of races. Back to back days.
Can I just do the Kimi Räikkönen thing and not do it because I'm out partying?
Can I just say as well, guys? I don't know about you, but Little Black's internet, he's not here, but his
That was
internet
fucking
was
terrible.
shocking. Like,
Shocking.
it's really bad.
Fucking all over the shop. I just let him pass.
I'm not saying that's why I crashed, but he did put me off a lot, like when I was following.
Yeah, that's like F2's
see
is
what I mean?
borderline.
All right, I got BP here. How you going, BP?
That was a drama-filled race.
There was. We lost 7-8 drivers in the first 7 laps. That was absolutely chaotic.
It was everywhere too, up the front, up the back. It was definitely full on.
So you lost 4 spots quite early on. I think it was the first lap. Were you caught up in something at La Source, or was it a Rouge?
Zen was on the outside, I was on the inside. My left front hit the middle of his car, and I was on my way to rotating, and I just managed to catch it, and I just dropped behind them, which really hurt me because I had the pace to go on, but yeah, that really kind of screwed me from the start.
Well, people are describing you as the beast. You had the pace in the F2s. You had the pace tonight in the F1s, especially in the qualifying. You were the only one in the 143s, man. Where did that come from?
About 200 time trial laps. I love it.
1, 2, test 1, 2. Is this working?
Yeah, we can hear you, Mike.
I absolutely love this track, and yeah, so I only went out in that final part of quali just so I can get the 43. I only just did it. I didn't get a good bus stop.
Yeah, well, Mike, there at the end, bro, you had some. Who was it behind you?
Hawksy.
It was Hawks.
That was Hawksy. Yeah.
I'm
not going to say Multi 21 came into effect, but you know.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Mate, old teammates, I'm sure we both understand.
Yeah. Well, we don't know what happened to Little Black, so the guys are saying, I should jump in because I was like the next one down on the list, so I'll come in.
Yeah, well, did you think Hawks was going to get you there on that last lap, Mike? I mean...
yeah. He had come across Little Black, and he had some lagging when he got me on the soft, so I just didn't want to fight, bring the car home.
aero wash meant I lost my front right wing into the left-hander heading down the hill. Then just limped the car home as best I could. And then I saw Hawksy catching at a rate of knots, obviously on the soft tyre.
Yep.
Saw my teammate behind. So I just inconvenienced him. Just did a little switch around and got the 2-3 for Toro, which is back from a double DNF in Hungary last time.
Yeah, it's a good comeback.
Yeah, man. Well, points are points, and there's a lot of people that didn't finish that needed those points. So you're going to push your way up the driver standings now.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that us Toro just need to be there. Obviously, BP's always up the front, which is good. But I find both the team, if we're both there, we can always just drag in the scraps from what everyone leaves behind.
And for example, this week, the lead up to the race, we had our setups pretty well tuned for the long runs.
Right. And I was just going to say, were you involved with anything in those opening laps, Mike, that meant either you jumped people or had damage?
One, I managed 2 positions on the start. About laps 3 to 6. Had a good fight with Ming, having a few discrepancies with the internet, which caused me to lunge him into turn 1, but didn't damage him. He later DNF'd, as we saw, but just keeping it there. Oh, I wasn't the fastest driver out there, but I was just like, yep, I'll take this, I guess, rented lap space and and if I don't have to get back, I'll take.
Yeah, well, you didn't crash, and that was the main thing tonight. So
yeah, well,
that's why you got second.
Yeah, well, no, I gave away second to my teammate and picked up third instead.
Oh, you did too. Yeah, sorry.
Up Hawks enough. I had a 3-second. Hawks had a 3-second. Did a switcheroo and Toro 2-3.
Yeah, Hawks, man.
Yeah.
Soft tires. Soft tires at the end. Were you at the end of their life? I wasn't sure how long the softs were going to last.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and that's why I qualified on the medium. I was looking at it on the racetrack because I wasn't too sure about tyre life to go medium hards or medium softs, and it was questionable for medium softs. I don't think Jeff decided to change some tyres around because the softs I had on, I started with 6% wear, so I was stressing as soon as I put them on. So they're already worn in for some reason. And then, yeah, I sort of was okay. I put in a fast lap. Obviously, that was part of the plan too when you go on the quicker tyre at the end. But, yeah, it was just trying to work my way back through the field a bit. And then I think BP was just coming along for the ride once I sort of passed him. And I was trying to gap him, but yeah,
I had nothing
in the end. But obviously the 2 Mercedes boys. I was parking up at Park Ferme, and it was like Verstappen and knock on in the weighing there between the Mercedes boys, a bit of push and shove and getting around. So then what's going on there? But after what they were doing today, I don't know. But yeah, like I apologise to BP. I didn't mean to tag him. That I think me and him were for a good fight there, similar to what we had in France.
Yeah, I reckon that was going to go on and on and on.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that. That was going to be a good battle, but I apologise for that one. And yeah, it's a bit of one of those races. A lot of people got first points as well throughout the field, so I know a lot of people are quite happy. And on to Monza, I believe.
Yeah, Monza it is. Well, yeah, thanks for taking the time to have a little chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Anytime, mate.
And great racing. It was chaotic, and you guys survived, so well done. Anyway.
Yeah, come back. Thank you.
No worries. All right. Well, that will bring the stream to a close, everybody. Thanks again to everyone that has watched, commented, chatted, liked, subscribed as well. Don't forget, if you are new, please follow or subscribe wherever you are on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube so you don't miss a race. We've got more of these coming up, and if you haven't already seen the F2 from Spa from yesterday, go check it out. But yes, we've got Monza next, and next week on Thursday there will be Formula 2 as well. So, I'm going to call it a night. My name's Josh here from Demo 1 Garage. Race on the edge. Don't forget about your driver of the day, FNL1 eSports.com. But until the next race, good night.